Hello, what's up guys, this is me Felipe NDC, and I have some reasons to record this audio, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about them right now. Alright, so the first reason that I decided to record this audio is because first, you all are my subscribers, and I would like to ask you your opinion, your feedback about my English, stuff like that. And I would like to share some information, and I also would like to, let's say, give you some tips if you decided to learn this language, which is English, or even if you are thinking about to learn, let's say, Spanish, Chinese, whatever. Maybe these tips gonna help you, and I'm gonna try to do my best here by giving you these tips, and I hope you like this audio or this podcast. So let's go. Alright, so now I will try to talk a little bit about the reason that I decided to learn this language, which is English in this case, and why I decided to, let's say, learn or acquire this American accent and not British accent. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do my best in this explanation, so if I commit some mistake, I'm so sorry, and let's get started right now. So the first reason that I decided to learn this language is because since when I was a kid, I did love this language. I ever loved this language since when I was a kid. Let's say I'm gonna be straight here. When I was a kid, I used to, let's say, listen to English sounds, and sometimes I wondered, like, oh my God, how is it possible? What are they talking about? Are they communicating to each other? And why are they communicating to each other in this way? Because I cannot understand anything, And since when I was a kid, English made part of my life, and before I start, let's say, this YouTube channel, I was using, let's say, English to do almost everything, to look for information, to learn how to install custom ROMs on my smartphone, stuff like that. The best information was ever in English. Yes, of course, there are some people who hate when I talk about that, because I live here in Brazil, so for some of them, it means, alright, so if you live here in Brazil, you need to look for information in Portuguese, just in Portuguese, that's it, and, but, let's say, the best informations, the best tutorials, the best videos was only made in English, and as I said, English made part of my life, let's say, most of the time, and since when I was a kid, as I said, I loved this language since when I was a kid, and in my class, I was the best one in English in English class. I don't remember about my scores at school about my marks, I guess, but I think it was, let's say, maybe 8 to 9, and and yes, of course, maybe you are asking yourself, maybe you are wondering like this: hey Felipe, how is it possible? You said you was one of the best student in your class in English subject, but when I was watching one of your first videos from your YouTube channel, your English was awful, was horrible. How is it possible? Alright guys, so as as I was a kid, I committed the same mistake that, let's say, almost everybody commits. You know, let's say I was trying to, let's say, read in English as we do in Portuguese, because let's say after a long time ago, I discovered that the way we read in English is totally different the way we read in Portuguese. The way they pronounce the words is pretty crazy, you know. And then that I, let's say, learned about that, I've been, let's say, I improved much more my let's say my English reading skills and my English pronunciation skills, I guess, you know, my speaking skills. So one of the reasons that I decided to improve my pronunciation skills, I guess, you know, my speaking skill, my pronunciation, is because I was watching some of my videos on my YouTube channel, you know, and I was reading the comments, you know. I was reading some of the comments, and a lot of people was saying like this: "Hey Felipe, your pronunciation is bad. You know, you are a good person. You are a good person. Recorded this video. You have talent to record videos, you know, to explain, but you need to work on your English." You know, and this was one of the reasons that I told myself that I needed to improve my pronunciation, you know, because take a look right here, pronunciation, let's say, help you a lot, because let's say that, yes, I know that pronunciation isn't too much important, but in my point of view, it's pretty important, you know. So let's say that you are fucking good in English, but your pronunciation is, you know, awkward, let's say like this, you know, your pronunciation is awful, you know. People, if you, let's say, people will, let's say, criticize you about your pronunciation. They will ever criticize you, you know. And there are some more reasons, you know, that I decided to improve my pronunciation, is because when I started learning this language, I told myself, all right, I will try to do my best to improve my speaking skill, my reading skills, my listening skills, and my pronunciation and my intonation skills, you know. And I worked a lot on these, let's say, on these skills. Alright guys, and one more reason that I decided to learn this language, because let's say this language is spoken worldwide, I guess, you know, and it's pretty important you have these let's say this skill in your CV, in your curriculum or curriculum, I don't know how to say that, you know, in your CV. I'm gonna say in a bridge way, CV. And it's gonna help me a lot. And one more reason that I also decided to learn this language, and that I'm still learning this language, is because I still look for information in English. You know, most of the informations, most of the things that I've learned till now was because I, let's say, I searched for them in English, you know. And one more reason that I'm still learning this language is because I want to, let's say, improve my listening skills, you know, and I do want to acquire more vocabularies, you know. I do want to acquire more words, you know, because most of the information, most of the tutorials, most of the things that I do and that I look for is just in English. Yes, of course, I do look for some information in Portuguese, but most of the information that I like to learn, most of the things that I like to learn, things related to car, things related to, let's say, operating system, things related to rooms, I just search in English. I just look for these informations in English. And yes, of course, I have I have a variety of reasons to keep learning this language, but these are the most important reason that I started to learn this language and that I'm still learning this language. All right, and right now I'm gonna, let's say, share some of the things that I'm doing to improve my listening skills, my reading skills, my speaking skills, the materials that I'm using. As you know, I don't know if you know, but I'm gonna say it right now. I'm using one course from AJ Hug. It is an excellent course. I do recommend you to buy this course, AJ Hug, right? I forgot the name of the course that I'm using right now. I'm using, or that I'm studying right now. But just look for AJ Hug on YouTube, that you're gonna find this guy. This teacher is one of the best teacher that I've met to now. And another teacher that I do recommend you to, let's say, take her course is from Ana Luisa Bergamini, I guess. She's from she has an website. She has one website, and her website is www.inglesonline.com.br. I'm gonna leave the link down below this video. And I have one radio station that I do like to listen to, which is www.npr.org. My man, this is the best radio station that I've found till now. And there's also one YouTube channel that I like to watch. And the name of this YouTube channel is Fox News. I do love to watch the videos from this YouTube channel. Let me see right here. And I also like to listen to podcasts in English. I'm gonna, let's say, leave a lot of links down below this video. Links from websites that I do love to listen to from them, because their podcasts are amazing, and I'm totally sure you're gonna love it too. Alright guys, to wrap up this podcast, or to finish this podcast, I will be explaining to you the reason that I decided to learn the American accent and not the British accent. So the reason that I decided to learn the American accent is because in the beginning I wanted to learn the British accent because I think that the British accent is pretty sexy, When I'm watching a movie, and this movie there is a girl, an actress, which speak with a British accent. Oh my god, it's pretty sweet. So in the beginning I decided to learn the British accent, but when I was speaking in a British way, or when I was speaking with British accent, it was weird. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty weird, guys. So I decided to stop work on my British accent, and I started learning the American accent, and it worked. And one more thing about the English, the American accent is because the American accent is pretty soft. You can, let's say, pronounce the word in a better way. The American accent is interesting because if you speak in a lazy way, you're gonna make it. You know, you're gonna let's say improve a lot. You know, and one more thing that has helped me a lot to improve my American accent was the radio station, which is NPR radio station. Alright, so I do recommend you to visit this website, which is www.npr.org. This radio station is awesome for you to work on your American accent, you know. And that's it, guys. So I think I'm gonna stop recording this audio by now. Maybe alright, guys, if you hear a weird sound in the background of this audio, is the garbage truck. Alright, it is passing by my house. And let me keep talking what I was talking about. Okay, I'm gonna finish this audio. Okay, and before I stop recording this audio, I'm gonna ask you one question. Okay, and the question is, if you want to listen to the second part of this audio, where I will be giving you tips about how to improve your pronunciation, how to improve your intonation, how to improve your speaking skills, your reading skills, and your listening skills, just leave a comment down below this video like this. Hey Philip, please record the second podcast or the second part of this audio or podcast, whatever it is, and it's gonna be a pleasure, okay, because I do love to share all the things that I'm doing to improve my English, you know. And I hope you like this video, and please leave your like. All right, and if you are new to this YouTube channel, leave your like, leave your comment, and subscribe it. Okay, subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'm so sorry if I committed some mistake, you know, if I made some mistake. I'm still learning this language, so I do know that I need to improve much more. So thank you very much for listening this audio, or thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you later. Bye.
I don't know why you left, I don't know why, no why. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye.